Most businesses don't fail because the product is bad. They fail because the founder spent months building something nobody actually wanted. This happens more often than we like to admit. A smart person has a clever idea. Friends praise it. Early excitement feels like validation. Time passes. Money is spent. Energy is drained. And eventually, reality arrives quietly and unforgivingly. The idea didn't fail because it lacked potential. It failed because it was never tested. Today, we're going to talk about two ideas that decide the fate of every business, whether small or large: viability and scalability. Viability asks a simple question: should this idea exist at all? Scalability asks a harder one: can this idea grow without destroying the person building it? By the end of this video, you'll have a practical framework to test your ideas before you invest too much, and a clear way to think about growth without falling into common traps. Let's begin. Welcome to The Quiet Idea, a channel where we explore business, strategy, relationships, and the invisible forces behind good decisions. If this video helps you think more clearly, consider liking it, leaving a comment, and subscribing. It helps this channel grow slowly and intentionally. Now, let's talk about why most ideas fail. Most business ideas don't fail because they're bad. They fail because someone built too early, fell in love too fast, or assumed scale would magically solve everything. It won't. That's why viability comes first. Viability is not about excitement. It's not about how clever the idea sounds. It's not about people saying, "I would totally use that." Viability asks one uncomfortable question: does this idea solve a real problem for real people who are willing to pay or commit something meaningful to solve it? Most founders skip this question. And skipping it is expensive. Many businesses are built on what are called leap of faith assumptions. Quiet beliefs that feel reasonable but have no evidence behind them. We assume people have a problem. We assume they want our solution. We assume they'll pay for it. Each assumption adds risk. Stack enough of them together, and the entire business rests on hope. Every viable business begins with a problem, not a product. Ask yourself three things: what exactly is the problem? Who experiences it regularly? What happens if the problem is ignored? If the answer to that last question is nothing serious, that's a warning sign. Good problems carry weight. They cost people time, money, energy, or peace of mind. If the problem isn't painful, the solution won't be valuable. If you can't describe the problem clearly in one sentence, you don't understand it yet. So how do you actually test viability? Here are 4 practical steps. First, identify the paying user. Interest is not payment. Likes are not commitment. Encouragement is not validation. The real question is not, who thinks this is cool? It's, who would pay to make this problem go away? Ask yourself, who benefits the most if this problem is solved? Who loses the most if nothing changes? Who already spends money, time, or effort dealing with it? If nobody is paying for alternatives or workarounds, be careful. That often means the problem isn't urgent enough. Second, validate with conversations, not opinions. Most people validate ideas the wrong way. They ask, would you use this? That question invites politeness and imagination. It tells you very little. Instead, ask about the present: how do you currently solve this problem? What frustrates you about that solution? What does it cost you, in money or effort? People lie about the future. They tell the truth about their current behavior. If someone has built a workaround, that's powerful. Workarounds are proof that the problem matters. Third, test demand with small signals. Before building anything serious, test interest cheaply. Create a simple landing page. Start a waitlist. Offer a pre-order. Share a short Google form. You are not looking for perfection. You are looking for movement. Clicks matter. Sign-ups matter. Silence matters. If nobody responds, don't argue with the data. Silence is still an answer. Fourth, check the basic economics early. Even small ideas must make sense. Ask yourself, how much does it cost to deliver once? How much can I realistically charge? Is there profit after time, tools, and stress? If the idea only works at massive scale, and you don't have massive distribution, pause. A viable business should work small first. If it can't survive at low volume, growth will not save it. Viability is a simple question: should this exist? It takes time and patience to prove that an idea is truly viable. But once you've confirmed that the world actually needs what you're building, that's your green light. That is when you shift your focus to scalability. In our next session, we're going to break down the exact steps to see just how big your business can grow. If this helped you think a little more clearly today, then it has done its job. No noise. Just better ideas. This is the quiet idea. And I'll see you in the next one.